Hey look, gang pollers! Right off the bat, I'm just gonna say that I'm gonna try to introduce a new series to the channel, or at least I hope I can turn it into a new series anyway, where I showcase and review certain small channels that I've discovered through my dark rituals. And before you ask, oh Koopy Whoopy, how'd you find this channel? I already told you, through my dark rituals. Now, please stop asking before I cast an arcane spell upon your already cursed face that turns your brains into a fine paste that leaks out your ears and catches flame. Only then will you know what it's like to be my 2018 summer mixtape. And before I get too deep into this, yes, something is coming out this Friday. I just wanted to upload something early to make up for that video. But really, back on topic, I was scrolling through YouTube on a hot and uncomfortable evening in Bakersfield, looking for interesting, Spore videos, and I'm sure that a few of my friends watching this right now know that Spore is actually one of my favorite games of all time. Everything from the creator to the style of it, and even the controls were, amazing to me. I loved every bit of it. Yeah, and I love this game, and I still do. But as I was, scrolling through YouTube, I managed to find a video that stood out from most of the other ones. Seemed eye-catching and interesting, so, I click on it, and that's actually when I came across something I personally think is one of the best channels I've seen in a long time. I came across a little something called Cheap Shot. Cheap Shot is a very young and small channel that I'm pretty sure uploaded its first video actually only a couple months ago. It's run by two high school friends, Michael and Adrian, and they film every video together. They're kind of like the Game Grumps, and I'm pretty sure they take a lot of inspiration from them too. But from all the videos I've seen, I have come up with a well-based conclusion of their personality traits and how they interact with each other. First off, we have Michael, who always comes up with goofy topics for the video when something gets a little too dragged out or when commentary is lacking. Which, surprisingly, doesn't happen a lot. They always come up with something good to say and do. And then we have Adrian, who just looks like he's gonna rip out Michael's throat every time he speaks, like the word witch he is. When it comes to their content, it is primarily skits and PC gaming videos, but none of which are lacking in undecipherable teenage humor, of course. Well, not that that's a bad thing. I, too, like to occasionally chuckle at Joe Mama and my dick fell off every once in a while. And by every once in a while, I mean every 5 seconds of every day. One of these skit videos is even based around an interview where they ask the age-old unanswerable question of, what is Obama's last name? That video had me laughing at some stuff that I didn't think was normally funny. I used to bathe Obama when he got too stinky. Like, bruh! How do you come up with stuff like that? This stuff's hilarious. They even had a skit in a Battle Block Theater episode about how Santa isn't real and their argument sounded genuine.
Oh my god.
I feel like our chances of getting the time in these... They're as real as Santa Claus, dude. Like...
What do you mean Santa's not? What? What do you mean by that?
What I just said?
Yeah, I know that their chances are low, but what you said was like the opposite.
Well, why doesn't it? Santa doesn't exist. Our chances don't exist for...
That's like saying... That's like saying Abraham Lincoln didn't... He existed. He exists.
He did.
No, he exists.
Santa isn't common...
Why would we have a holiday around him? What do you mean? Like...
Tell me this one thing. Do you actually think Santa's real? Like, that wasn't just a fucking...
No, it's not a bit.
I just need to hear the truth from you right now.
Yes.
He's not fucking real.
Yes.
So Adrian just stormed out.
Obviously, they're just starting out, so they're trying to see what kind of content works and how to keep a conversation flowing while playing a game or doing any sort of activity, and, that kind of stuff. But they do take the time to add fun little details in editing, and I can respect that edit grind. All their editing so far has been superb, and I just love it. But, while gathering footage for this video, I noticed an ominous message hidden in plain sight. I don't know what this is. What are those? Wingdings? Or what are those called? Bruh, I'm sorry, but I don't speak...
Let me do what I want,
No,
man.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna let you do what you want. I'm not supposed to be, air fewer.
Shut up! That was like the loudest fucking slurp you could have done. Oh my god. God,
fart?
it did.
You know, for as small as this channel is, I really do hope well for its future and all the content they might make and all the projects they might do, because this is very promising. I'm always used to seeing the cringiest of, like, new channels, and they're run by either people who are older than these guys, and it's just hard to watch. But this, they always make the joke of, like, how their content isn't quality, but I definitely think that this is a step up from most of the things I see. Now, I know I've probably already made this connection, but these guys remind me a lot of a knockoff Game Grumps. They act the same, they make the same kind of jokes, have the same kind of humor, make the same kind of videos, and all around the same idea of two friends goofing around in front of a camera and having fun. Now, I know knockoff sounds like a bad thing, but it really isn't. Like, for instance, Fortnite is technically a knockoff of PUBG, and PUBG is a knockoff of that other Battle Royale game, H1Z1 I think it's called. And I love Fortnite, and I love PUBG. By the time of me recording this video, they only have, I think, 7 subscribers. So if you could go over and you could subscribe— oh, my pizza's ready! Yeah, I bet it's even funnier when you see the exact same meme the second time, huh? But as I was saying, it would mean the world to me, and it would definitely mean the world to them if you could go over their channel, watch some videos, give them some likes, and maybe even subscribe, because I'm sure that's what they really want right now, because all your positive feedback keeps me and them going. So if you could watch your videos and let them know they're doing good, because, you know, the entire point of this series is to give the smaller channels more of an audience and more of a chance on YouTube, and to introduce you guys to new people and see what kind of content you like, so you don't always have to be stuck with me and whoever else you're subscribed to. So I'd really appreciate it if you could go over and check them out. And if you do, then I guess that means my mission is complete, and I can go float back into the aether and sleep for another 100,000 years. My name's Cooper Scrinjoli, and I will see you all in the next dimension. Goodbye!
It's sex today, that all your sex is sex and movies and sex on sex. So much we used to